Hey Clashers, after the buff for the Torch, which is the epic equipment for the Warden, one Discord user, Snazzy Tony, kept telling everyone, you have to try Super Bowlers with the new Torch. This is like the troop which benefits the most from this equipment right now, and it's just crazy strong. In the beginning, I was like, yeah, keep talking, this makes no sense. Super Bowlers need this, that, whatever. So it was kind of fixed, kind of like stuck in my head with a certain approach from the Super Bowlers, and that this should not work whatsoever. But he was kept sharing replays of like him doing things in Legends, and he's right now like top 500, top 1000 or something in Legends, so really high with this strategy. And I was like, okay, come on, I will give it a try. Hopefully I'm wrong, because I just always love when there's like more variety and such. And luckily I was super wrong, because this strategy is literally insane, and it's just going through bases like it's nothing. So I would say, let's just jump into a couple of attacks. I will showcase to you how it's played, what you're looking for, what are the important steps. And I will try to convince you that not I was just wrong, but as well how good this strategy truly is. Okay, let's have some fun. We have the first base, and the most important thing with this strategy is pretty much just pathing. This is what this is all about. You need to path your troops, because with the Heroic Torch, walls are no longer existing. If they're spreading too much, that's not in your favor. So what we have to do on this one, I feel like we want to enter into the Town Hall. I want to clear out the flank here. So this means we kind of start at that bomb hive. Again, for everyone who was not really playing Royal Champion charges as this was meta, use your invis as a 6 is popping up at the end. So 56, 46, and so on. With that, you can see the timing is pretty decent. You still need to be careful sometimes about the damage and such. But just as a rough guideline, it works. Like, that's fine. For us right now, we'll keep working here. We're going for the defending queen right now, which is not the best. But hey, let's just skip that. And instead, as soon as that is done, we're going to recall right here. Now, the next step for us is, let's use a bettering down here. Now this, Super Bowlers in here, wall break. We're sending the king in. Like, this can be flexible depending on how things are looking. So that's kind of how you want to do it. Choose that. Okay, that was wrong direction, but that's fine. Use the poison here. Okay, that poison was not the best, but it's, again, as I said, fine. Now the wall break to the core, so we can delay at least a little bit that that torch, the jump. We have the Royal Champion, which we can add at any point as well. Let's add 1 druid to the outside, and then we're adding 2 more to the inside. And now, in just a second, we can have the party begin, because this is kind of where everything is going to really take a look at that right now. So let's pop everything. We have tome and everything active, and it's just like this base is just going to disappear. It's kind of crazy. Let's use a skeleton spell on the back end. This Super Bowlers just go through like it's nothing. We can use the freeze up here. Headhunters would be great. We can use the king ability as well, just for a little bit more power. Let's distract this then over here. Super Bowlers are still going. At the same time, we have, and this is an important thing, they kind of work like E-Dragons to some degree. So with E-Dragons, what you're going for, as I'm, let me consider it a little bit, in this. So with E-Dragons, how this entire thing worked is you pretty much had this big Electro Dragon dive, and then eventually the outside troops are taking over, which means the super minions, the queen, and so on. And this is the exact same approach here for us. Like, this is the exact same approach, which means we have then the queen taking over. The entire core obviously always disappears because, as I said earlier, like, what is the base supposed to do, right? So let's wall break in here. We can do some funneling on the back end. We still have the invis for the queen. She should walk around. This is like not the biggest overkill, but just for the showcase purpose in the beginning, maybe I should have used the invis here. Let's use it now instead. We still have the sneezy, so if the queen dies, it's fine. Obviously, you can use a different pet as well if you want to. But with the giant equipment, you have already the self-healing, so that's fine. But this is kind of the concept here. You are having a big dive, and then you have those outside troops eventually supporting your main push as they're fizzling out. And the same as the Electro Dragons. But the cool thing is that this works on every base. This is the crazy thing. So let's do it again. Just where's the base which we're going to find next? Let's have some fun. Okay, so let's dive into the next base. Oh, this is one of those bases which can be super annoying and painful for those meteor golems, because if you're going to the town hall, you're going to the fire spitters, but at the same time, if you're going far side, if you're not really controlled with your approaches, your entries, it is so easy to get a 1-star versus this type of backend, like the town on the backend, all 4 heroes, the clan cost and such. It can be painful. So I think for us, though, we're doing exactly that, which means the Royal Champion in, and then for everyone who did not play the Royal Champion charge, as I said in the first attack, it is just that with 56, 46, and so on, those are the timings. Even though right now we're not doing too hot with those timings, and especially because there's so much damage, I think we need to go into the double rotation, which means at 40, like at 8 and 3, this is kind of where the invis timings are coming in and where they should come in. So like that. At this point, we have lost the Fox anyway, so we have to keep going. I would like to take down the Fire Spitter, but I think nope, that's not possible. That's not the greatest, but hey, whatever. Let's do it. So we have this one right here. I think we should go with 2 Ice Golems into this, to be honest, because there is so much damage. 2 of that, just like that, looking good. Okay. And I think on this one, we might give it a try to send the Royal Champ into the middle because we can protect everything so well. Let's do... Yep, let's just send the Royal Champion in here. I think that should be pretty good. Because we can protect her with the... like this, with the Eternal Tome. Next rage in a second. Come on, just power through. You got that. This NATO is really annoying. Because it means everything is kind of stuck for now. Let's add the last 2 druids. King Ability. Where's the Royal Champ? She's right now in the middle. There, okay. Let's use the skeleton spell to distract the totem. Distract the bomb thingies. Let's get this in here so the boulders are staying safe. We have still the annoying sound when the torch ending. So don't be confused. That's pretty much the reason. And again, the core is gone. We have the queen and such on the outside. And they will just clean things up. It's always the same. It is always the same. And it works so consistent. It is crazy. Let's wall break so the troops can leave that compartment. Let's wall break here so they can enter the compartment. We still have a freeze. We might not even rely on that because we can just freeze this. And the Royal Champ survives. And this now, you can see a way bigger overkill. I mean, this strategy is just crazy. And again, huge props to Snazzy Tony because... like, in my head, I was so stuck. To me, this made no sense. That should not work together, right? But if you actually think about it, and after watching some of the attacks, it makes perfect sense. Because what Super Bowlers are thriving in is they're just crushing any core if they're allowed to move as they want. And with this torch, they're not just speed up from the rage, but as well from the torch itself. And they can jump walls, they can move wherever they want. And with all their damage, the core just disappears, it's gone. They're pretty much like ground Electro Dragons. But the cool thing here is that while Electro Dragons are getting caught by Black Mines and such, now with the druids, with the buff there, you don't even need healers. And this is really the magic, where the magic begins and where the magic happens. And yeah, I feel like one of the key things though is really where you deploy those druids. Because you need to make sure that you have a lot of them on the inside, but as well some on the outside. So like support the funneling. Because as I said, the push around the outside, usually in the end, is going to be the part which is going to finish off the base, finish off the attack. And, well, let's just do it one more time because it's so fun. Okay, we have our next base. How do we do this? Clan cards on this really far opposite side. We have... what is that image tower? I'm a little confused. But I think that should be actually fine. That should be fine. I guess someone misplaced that bitter hut. Do we take advantage of that? That would be kind of unfair, right? Let's not do it. So instead, I'll just try to warden walk this top side, I think. So let's use it right here. There's the Tessa form. That's fine. It's just some more freebies for us. And I'm trying to go for the Revenge Tower. Because I will explain in a second what my thought process is here. Because I think... the clan cards is such a big threat with the Ice Golems that doing it like we do right now is a really smart thing. And because what I'm going to do is I will go from the complete opposite side than where the clan castle is. Which in theory should mean the clan castle is coming out when pretty much the entire attack is already over. Let's use the invis here so maybe we can keep... I would use the double invis just to see if I can keep the Royal Champ and the Fox alive. As long as we get the Revenge Tower, we're good. Everything else is kind of like not really needed. So that's fine. Now what I'm saying, you can see the clan cast is really far on the outside here, which means we're just coming from the top left side, which should make this, I hope, somewhat easy. So Queen, hitting that, perfect. By the way, if you're wondering, it's enough if you Let's use one here. If you catch a wall next to an invis tower, you don't really have to catch the invis tower itself. That's kind of funny, but that's just how it works. So, funnel so far is set up. That's good for us. Let's use one here. Let's use one more druid there. Now that ability, and now we're having some fun. First rage. A headhunter in here as well. Just get them right. Then let's rage again. Let's freeze this. We have the Royal Champ. Where is she? I need to fight the Royal Champion to see if we need the pop her ability. I think not. Oh, she's on the bottom side. Okay, not just yet. So that's good. And keep that safe. Royal Champion. Taking a little bit of damage, but so... Oh, I hate this sound. Please fix this, Supercell. Just this sound is so... Like, for some devices, it is there. For some devices, it's not. It's kind of weird. I don't know. It's really strange. Multi-Fermentor right now is, I think, on the Royal Champ, but it's fine. You can use already archers on this right side with... Here, even the wizard. Let's just add it. Oh, Royal Champ ability now to save some hit points. That Royal Champ should eventually get as well the Multi-Fermentor, so that's good. Then we just, yeah... Get the bit. We haven't even just used the king ability at this point. Maybe I should have done that to create a bigger overkill. maybe that would have been better. But hey, 90 walk. Okay, now we can use the king ability to take down the remaining buildings. Even took down the defending queen. That's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. But yeah, it is such a strong strategy. It is really such a strong strategy. Give it a try. It is a lot of fun. The attack was not... I think I waited too long for the Royal Champion. I should have used the Royal Champion a bit earlier to create a better funnel, so the troops are directly going through the core and not splitting as much. But as I said, the pathing is the entire thing about the strategy. If you set it up correctly, you create huge overkills. If you're doing it a little bit sloppy, as what I did here with not investing the Royal Champion, the attacks can be closer, but it's usually still a triple, because with this torch and Super Boulder combination, you just go through those cores like it's nothing. It's kind of ridiculous. But hey, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and a huge shout out goes to Snazzy Tony for sharing this on my Discord server as well. If you want to play the version which he's running right now, you have to replace the clan castle with a troop launcher and a meteor golem and an ice golem. He's playing that with that. You can feel free and just try it around. I can just recommend that because it's just a lot of fun. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys back tomorrow with the next class video. Until then, see ya. And bye-bye.